Good morning, Casey Boespflug, Operations Section Chief of the Alaska Incident Management Team. This is a daily operational briefing for November 7th, 2020. The word of the day today is weather. We got a lot of, we're getting rain, snow. So with that, our number one priority is firefighter and public safety out there. And so yesterday we moved a majority of the equipment down off the hill down to lower elevations. In anticipation of the wind, we did get a heavy wind event yesterday, unknown of what that caused. There was some hazard trees coming down in some areas that we weren't able to get into, and so we moved majority of the resources down the hill, mainly the equipment. There's still a few folks up in China Peak area, and then we have the full complement of folks still out in Echo Camp on this west side doing work. And so with that too, we have some scouts from Aubrey Camp from all this country out here in the east that are going in and assessing the situation and seeing if we can put some folks back in there and start doing some work after the wind event. We are still anticipating more snow to come in, continuing through today and then tomorrow. And it could be heavy in some of the high elevations, so we don't want to put people in there, equipment in there, and have them have issues, get stuck, drive off the road with the freeze thaw. The roads can be pretty bad in there, and so with the public as well too is again, our priority is that to remain safe, and so the best option would be to refrain from going into this area out in here as well too, because there's a lot of equipment, not necessarily even from us, out in here working, and we're just concerned about that as well. And so the fire itself, for suppression wise, everything else, all the way around here on the west side, coming up into the east, all the way up until Thomas Edison Lake, looking really good. We haven't seen any heat in there, haven't had any snags or berms showing any heat. So really confident on how that's looking. Moving up also into the rest of Mike, Saddle Mountain, up to Middle Fork, and all the way around past the Lions Fire, and then up into this northwest portion of it. We didn't have an IR flight yesterday, too cloudy, and for the satellite imagery that we had in here as well, didn't see very much heat at all. I think there was the first time since this fire started, there was a 12-hour period that there was no heat signatures. It could have been a combination of the clouds as well, but with the higher RHs, the precipitation, the moisture out there, all the fine fuels that were carrying the fire are no longer carrying the fire, and so these little pieces of areas where it had some fine fuels to carry through, it's no longer doing it. We're not considering it a season-ending event by all means, but a significant season-slowing event within the next couple weeks. We could see that season-ending event depending on how much moisture we get out of this system, and then the one following. So with that too, even in this area of the Middle Fork, Pond Lily area for folks up in Mammoth, very little to no growth in here yesterday, even with the very high winds, and so that's a good thing. And then today with the moisture in there, I'm not anticipating any additional growth in there. We will still remain to have folks up in the Mammoth area, either in Mammoth or in Bishop, to be prepared to do anything up in there if we do get some growth on that. So with that, again, be safe out there, and if you try to refrain from going into the area just because of all the moving parts and the road conditions. The snow will continue to be there, and so we don't want to get anybody hurt out there. Thanks.